Welcome everyone. So this kind of a question is quite tricky, okay? The thing was many people did not understand only what they were trying to tell you. Okay. So the question is the radius of the cylinder is 4 centimeters and the height of the cylinder is 10 centimeters. Okay. Now the number of the centimeters that may be added to either the radius or to the height to get the same increase in the volume is. Now this is quite interesting, okay? Because here they did not understand exactly what are you supposed to find or what kind of equation we are supposed to find. Okay, so let's quickly understand what do we need to do for this kind of a sum. So now here in this scenario, see, they are trying to tell you that the volume increase has to be same. So let's say that in the original situation you are adding, let's say, x centimeters to the radius. Now volume of a cylinder is always given by what? Pi r square h. So here this would be pi r plus x the whole square into h is equals to pi r square into h plus x. Correct? Now what happens is this pi and pi can get cancelled. Now why have I made them equal? Because they are saying that the increase is should be the same. So obviously these two values will eventually come out to be same. Now let's put the value of radius, which is what in this case 4. So 4 plus x the whole square into h, which is 10. And here we have 4 square into 10 plus x. Okay, so now we can write this as nothing but what? 16 plus 8x plus x square into 10 is equals to 4. So again, instead of 4, we'll write this as what? 16 into 10 plus x. So now this comes out to be 160 plus 80x plus 10x square is equals to 160 plus 16x. So now if you look closely, this 160 and 160, when you subtract from both sides, you will get it as 0. So basically now you are left with what? 80x minus 16x plus 10x square equals to 0. So now in this case you are landing with a equation in terms of x. So now 18x minus 16, that gets you how much? That gets you 64x plus 10x square equals to 0. Now what we can do is we'll take the x common. Okay, x common, and then we are left with what? 10x plus 64 equals to 0. So now from here what we can do is either the value of x is 0, or I can say value of x 10x plus 64 is coming out to be 0. So here we can say either the increment is 0, or here we can say 10x equals to minus 64. Therefore, x equals to minus 64 upon 10, which comes out to be minus 6.4. Now, please understand increment is happening in some form. Okay. So, here this value cannot be negative. So, for this particular sum, we will say that here the increment has to be 0. Okay, so I hope you've understood how to solve these kind of questions. This or similar kind of a sum was asked in entrances like CAT, and wherein you had to type in the answer TITPO TA. Okay, so it was like a short answer. So the options were not given. See, please understand, in such a kind of a scenario where they have given you the options, okay, if they had given you the options A, B, C, and D, okay, then I would recommend that instead of doing all of this what we just did, you just had to do this pi r plus x the whole square into h equals to pi r square into h plus x, and all you had to do was put all of these values, try to put all of these values and check for which value this equation is coming out to be true. But if that was not the case, and if this was a type in answer, TITA, okay, then what I have suggested was the right way of doing this kind of a sum. So I hope this is very, very clear to everyone. Students, please understand, if they have given you options, there are a lot of scenarios where from the option itself you should have gotten your answers. Okay, but if they have not given you, because since I'm explaining here to a larger set of audience, here for me it becomes very important to show you all of these methods. Okay, yes, a lot of people comment saying that I could do this in like literally under 30 seconds, in 40 seconds. If the options were given, yes, you could have done it. But if the options are not given, then in this kind of a scenario, please at least you should know the method. Okay, so I would request all of you all that when you look at my videos, try to watch the whole thing. Okay, don't miss out, because you might end up, missing out on something which is very, very important. Okay, I hope this is clearly understood to everyone. Now, for those of you all who are new to my channel, please remember I upload daily 8 a.m., 12 noon, and 5 p.m. Okay, I upload 3 videos in a day. Okay, most of these are related to mathematics or concepts of mathematics. But if you want me to do tricks related to tricks, because I've already done lot of tricks on my channel, and my channel is literally like 8 years old now. So no, not 8 years, it's 6 years old. Okay, so here I have done lot of tricks. Okay, but if you want me to do more of them, then please type a yes in the comment section. And recently I have started doing questions related to cat, GMAT, IPMAT. Okay, so if you want me to do more of these, then also please type a yes in the comment section. Also, don't forget that if you have any doubts, okay, please mention so in the comment section. Okay, I will definitely try to make a video on the same as well. Okay, apart from this, if you are preparing for any of these entrances and if you need private coaching, then also you can reach out to me on the Gmail ID, which is fast and easy maths at gmail.com. Okay, this is especially for people who want personalized tutoring. Okay, I normally don't do more than 4 people in a group if this is looking for a group. And if you're looking only for personalized tutoring, all of this can be happening online. Okay, this is the first time I'm putting it out, because I didn't have that much of bandwidth earlier, but now I have got a little bit of space. So yes, I can tutor you all for any of these entrances. Okay, so that's it for today. I will see you in the next video.